Hello there, YouTube. My name is Lori, and welcome to Lori's Thrifty Kitchen Pantry. If you are new, welcome. I'm so glad that you found my channel, and I hope that you enjoy what you see here and will stick around and spend time with me in my kitchen. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to see you here today. Now, I do want to apologize for getting behind on putting new videos out. In case you may not have known, I was in the hospital for a few days. I had to have an emergency surgical procedure and had a nasty infection going on, so I do apologize for getting behind on my videos, and I also apologize. As you can probably tell, I am in my pajamas today. I did go into work a little bit ago, so I'm extremely tired right now, and I'm getting hungry, so I decided that I would just go ahead and show you what I'm doing for my dinner tonight, because I'm tired and I live by myself, so if I don't fix something to eat, I don't get anything. So I'm keeping supper really simple tonight. So I just wanted to let you all know why we're cooking in our pajamas today. So don't hold that against me for today, and hopefully we'll get back on track here soon. I'm slowly getting back on my feet. I do thank those who have prayed for me and kept me in their thoughts and lifted me up in prayer the last few days. It's been a bit challenging, but we're getting there. And I also want to thank all of my new subscribers who have found me this last week. I am just so blessed and grateful with the growth that my channel has had. I'm beyond thrilled. So thank you for subscribing and watching and sharing my videos. I'm beyond blessed that you like the content that I'm putting out. And I really would like to thank the viewer who sent me this beautiful apron. I'll show it to you when I get in the kitchen. I didn't have an apron, so it was something that I very much needed and will be used. And it just came at a time when I really needed an unexpected blessing. So thank you to the person who sent the apron. It's very much loved and will be enjoyed. So now on to today's supper. I am really tired, so I'm making things as easy as possible. I'm using what I have in my pantry. I did have to stop at the store on my way home from work because Mr. Bubba the guinea pig was just about out of his lettuce, and I wanted a day at home tomorrow, so I decided that I was just going to stop on the way home. I ran in and got him his lettuce, and I think that was pretty much it. I didn't spend much time in the store. I did get a couple boxes. The bakery must have went into overdrive making cookies, because they have boxes of cookies everywhere. They were marked down to like $1.50 a box, and there was like 6 or 8 big cookies in a box, and they were buy one get one free. So I got 2 boxes of cookies, and I think tomorrow hopefully I'll be up to doing it. I'm going to show you how I can use my vacuum sealer to preserve those cookies and keep them fresh, so that I can pull them out and enjoy them whenever I need a bite of something sweet. So on to tonight's supper. I'm keeping things really simple. I'm taking a jar of beef stew meat that I had canned up. I canned this back in, let's see, January, February, March. I canned it back in April. So this is just beef stew meat and water. So I'm going to put this into a packet of brown gravy mix and make some beef stew and gravy. And then I'm just going to make some instant mashed potatoes and make a bed of mashed potatoes to put my stew meat and my gravy on top of. And I think that's all we're going to be doing for supper tonight. So again, thank you so much for the channel growth. I can't even begin to tell you how surprised I was when I came home from the hospital and hopped onto my channel and saw that I had gained almost 200 new members in just a couple of days. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And now let's get into the kitchen and let's get cooking. Alright, before we get started cooking, this is the beautiful apron that I was blessed with from one of my channel subscribers this week. So I just absolutely love it. Let me back up here a little bit more. It's a little hard to see. But I just wanted to thank you again. Here we can maybe turn it down a little bit. You can see it's so pretty, and I so much appreciate it. So let me get you spun around. My water's boiling, and I'm getting hungry and tired. So I want to get supper going before I run out of steam. So let me spin you around, and we'll get to cooking. Alright, you can see here I got my pans of water going. In the red pan here is going to go my beef stew meat. So I want you to hear the sound. That was a really good seal on that can. That popping sound means that the seal did what it was supposed to when I pressure canned it, and that the food inside is safe to eat. Now I do want to show you this white stuff here in the jar by my finger is not mold. That is just the fat from the meat that came out during the boiling time when it was pressure canned. So that's all the white in the jar is just fat off of the meat, which you really need for the flavor. When I get it hot in the pan, that will meld back into the meat and it will be really good. So now I'm just opening up my gravy mix, and this is just from the Winn-Dixie brand, their SC grocery store brand of gravy. It's nothing spectacular, it's just your standard brown gravy. So I'm just going to mix that in here. Give that a good whisk. It's already chilling up, so it's going to be ready to go here shortly. So you just want to get that mixed until it's all nice and smooth. I'm going to dump the juice from the meat in there because that's all flavor that you want going into your dish. And I'm going to just scrape this meat out. This meat is fork tender for being processed, and this was just a package of stew meat I had gotten from the food pantry that I get my food from. I was so blessed and grateful to see that package of stew meat in my box because I can't afford stew meat in the store. It's just way too expensive. So I'm just going to let that bubble and thicken up while I work on my mashed potatoes. And I want these to be a little bit thick so that it can hold up to that gravy. So I'm just going to dump potatoes in here and mix them around and let them get thickened up a little bit. I'm not doing anything other than that. And we're just gonna let these thicken and finish heating up. You can see they're already steamy hot. So I'm gonna turn that down to low, and I'm gonna give this and keep whisking this so this gets all nice and smooth and thick. And we're just gonna bake supper, a simple and easy meal. Yeah, I've been pretty much just eating toast the last couple days, so now I want a little something more than toast. But at the same time, I don't want to make a huge mess to clean up. So we're just going to let this finish bubbling up. And I have my bowl here ready to plate. This actually smells really good for home canned stew meat. I didn't salt it. I didn't add anything to it. I just put it in the jar and pressure canned it. So it's going to be really good. I shouldn't even really need to add any salt to it because the gravy is going to be plenty salty. Usually, as a rule, gravy mix is a bit saltier. Let's see here. I thought I had some sour cream in here. I think I'm going to add a spoon of sour cream to our gravy mix when it's done. Take the plastic wrap off of the sour cream, and I think I'm going to add a spoon to our mashed potatoes, just so it tastes a little more like real potatoes. And sometimes the instant needs just a little bit of help, and that is a good trick, to just stir in some sour cream and let it all melt in there, and you can see how that turned the color of the mashed potatoes into more of a real mashed potato color. So let me show you inside the pan, and I'll show you inside here. You can see that's all getting nice and thick, and it should be all nice and hot. It's getting all nice and bubbly and steamy. That meat is so tender that it's breaking apart as I stir that gravy mix. So now that is all nice and hot, so I'm turning that burner off, and I'm just going to drop in some sour cream. That was maybe not even a third of a cup. Between a quarter of a cup and a third of a cup. And I'm just going to stir that in and let that get all nice and melty. And it even really changed the color up on our gravy mix. I'm just going to let that continue to melt down. And you can see it made a beautiful gravy. So I'll get my sour cream back in the refrigerator because we're done with that. And that's it for supper. I think we're ready to plate. My whisk in the sink, and I'm going to take my bowl here and just spoon some mashed potatoes in the bottom. They got all nice and thick and creamy and steamy and hot. And this came together in absolutely no time at all. By the time I finished talking to you guys, this was ready to go. Get my other whisk in the sink. And I'll bring you over here. So here's our dish of mashed potatoes. And now I'm just going to take this beautiful stew meat that I canned back in April. It's just been sitting on my shelf waiting for me to use it up. And tonight was the night because, like I said, I was tired. I didn't even have the energy to change out of my pajamas before fixing supper. So we're just gonna do what we can with the little bit of energy that I got. So hopefully I start feeling better before too long. It's been a couple days, so I'm just hoping that before too long my energy starts coming back, and then I can get back into filming some more videos. I really miss spending time in the kitchen with you guys. So let me grab my spoon. And I will spin you around and let you see what our dinner is. That looks pretty good to me. And that took, what, less than 5 minutes to get together because I had the meat already done in the pantry. So let me spin you around and we'll give it a taste. Alright, I got my dish of food. It's steamy hot. I don't have my fork, but I do have my spoon, so I'll get a little bit of mashed potato and a little bit of meat. I can't drop the fork, but I dropped the spoon all over on the floor. But that, that's about all the happy dance I can muster right now. But y'all, let me grab another spoon here. This is amazing. Let me sit back just a hair. This is so good. That gravy is so smooth, and there's just the right amount of salt. I didn't add salt to anything else. Forgot to turn the burner off. I'm glad I noticed that. That meat is so tender you don't have to hardly even chew it because it was pressure canned for 75 minutes. This is so good. I am beyond grateful that I had this in my pantry. That is exactly why you need to have a prepping pantry and a working pantry that you actually work out of, because like with me, I never dreamed I was going to end up in the hospital for 2 days and 2 nights. It was unexpected. It was a personal SHTF. It interfered with my income, so I have to be very careful with my spending for the next few weeks till I get caught back up. But because I planned ahead and I have this in my pantry, I will be okay as far as meals go. So y'all keep preparing, keep putting things back. Stock up when you can, where you can, and how you can. and be prepared for any kind of SHTF emergency. It doesn't have to be a national emergency. It can be something as simple as suddenly being sick and ending up in the hospital. So keep on keeping on. Thank you, thank you, thank you again for the blessings and the channel growth. I'm just beyond stunned at how fast this has grown. I'm so grateful that you all like the content, so just keep coming back. And feel free to share the videos. Don't forget, if you're not subscribed, to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when new content comes out. Hopefully by this weekend I'll be back on a regular schedule of putting videos out. I have carrots I need to get canned up. I have some meat in the freezer I need to pull out and get canned up. I have a couple packs of ribs from the food pantry I may show you how to pressure can. So hopefully I will be back on my feet by then and can get some things done. Again, blessings. If there's anything that we can pray about for you or lift you up in positive thoughts and well wishes, please leave it down below in the comment section, and let us keep you lifted with our prayers and our support. And know that you're not alone. There's a whole community of people here who love and care about you and will keep you lifted up in prayer. So thanks again for stopping by Lori's Thrifty Kitchen Pantry, and just blessings to all, and have a great evening. Bye.